Only one. Interestingly enough, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who we talked about a couple minutes ago, having a relationship with Nick Fuentes. Well, folks, guess what? She's in the news as well. And she also refused to disavow Nick Fuentes. And this time she was on CNN. And she was on Dana Bash's show. And I'm just going to play this for you. We might not play the whole thing, but listen to her. Same thing. Refusing to disavow Nick Fuentes. I mean, it's insane. It is a Groyper W. Here we go.
Tucker Carlson hosted white nationalist Nick Fuentes on his podcast, didn't question Fuentes about his vile language or views. You did speak at a conference hosted by Fuentes back in 2022. You were criticized, and you said then that you didn't know about his views. Well, Fuentes talked to Carlson about that in the interview. Listen to what he said.
Well, again, with Marjorie, I was a friend of hers, and she spoke at my conference, and then the day after, she pretended like she didn't know me. She pretended like she didn't know me and lied and said I had no idea the conference I was speaking at. She knew exactly what it was.
What do you say to that?
Well, first of all, I defend every single person's free speech rights. I think that's incredibly important. So I don't apologize for that, and I don't believe in canceling people. And I think it's important for people like Tucker Carlson and yourself to interview everyone. I don't believe in trying to cancel someone by refusing to interview them and question them. And I did speak at his conference back in 2022. However, I don't know Nick Fuentes. He's someone I've never exchanged text messages with or phone calls, but I did speak at his conference. That was the first time I had met him that day, and that was it. But I did watch the interview. I watched the full interview with Tucker, and I admire him for interviewing many people as well as exposing a lot of powerful information.
I hear what
that
you're
he
saying.
does on his show.
I hear what you're saying about free speech. I mean, count me as guilty as a proponent of free speech. There's free speech, and then there is hate speech. And this is a man invited on a really prominent conservative show who said, even during that interview, he had a problem with, quote, organized Jewry, and he wasn't challenged on it. In the past, he has denied the Holocaust, called Adolf Hitler effing cool, talked about the fact that he thought Jim Crow was just fine, and on and on. So again, there's free speech, and then there's just hateful language and sentiments.
Well, Dana, again, I told you on this interview that I'm committed to ending the toxic politics, and I think I don't want to have anything to do with it. You should have Nick Fuentes on your show, and you could ask him questions about that. I myself am.
And there we go. So again, a little bit lengthy of a clip than we usually play on the show, but nevertheless, I mean, Dana Bash kind of grilled Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie, God bless her, she's trying to run for president, I think, and she did a really good job staying on her point, standing on business, and it's true and good for her and good for the movement. So now you're starting to see this movement gain political liabilities. Like this is real. You're starting to see inroads. This America First movement, I hate to say it, led by Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's getting somewhere. And the Groyper movement as well, conversely, is getting somewhere. Finally, political power. Finally, American independence, American sovereignty. It is real. It is happening. The future is bright. Not to steal the line from Patrick Bet-David, but it's very true. This is a very good thing. Now, can we get policy wins? I'm not sure if we can get that in the near term, but the Republicans know this, and I mean, let's be honest. This is what Nick's been talking about. This is what we've been talking about on Innocent Villains. In 2026, if you do not cater to Americans first above any foreign country, if you do not cater to Gen Z when it comes to the economy, then we are going to withhold our votes. And it's going to be a blue fucking tidal wave, without a doubt. Without a doubt, right? We know this. In 2028, if you want any sense of political power, it can't be J.D. Vance. It's probably not going to be J.D. Vance. And if it is J.D. Vance, if he doesn't bring on and adopt some of these America First policies in any which way, if he doesn't change his tune, then we're going to sit out of that election too. And so he sees this, and they see how vulnerable they are now. They see if they don't get us, then they are truly fucked. They are truly fucked. And it's at a point where a couple weeks ago, before the Democrats won all of those key races in New Jersey, in Virginia, in New York City with Mamdani, and so on and so forth, if they didn't get those wins, then they were on their way to being dead forever. And potentially never winning a major election again. Like they were on that path, and they corrected course. So now it's the Republicans' term. What are they going to do? Because if they cater to the Shapiros, and they cater to the Andrew Clavens, and they cater to kind of like what Charlie Kirk was before he passed, all of this pro-Israel over America, then they are not going to win any elections. So give Trump his credit. He could have disavowed Nick. He could have disavowed Tucker. He didn't. And free speech is winning.